Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Thursday, the 23rd day of February, National Banana Bread Day. I do like banana bread.
I
National
love it.
Dog Biscuit Day. Your dad loves dog biscuits.
Apparently.
We actually talked to him one time. He was like, "You've never had a milk bone?" I'm like, "Why would I have had one?" He's like, "They're not bad." I'm like, "Charlie, what?" National Tile Day, National Chili Day, and National Toast Day. A lot of weird stuff going on today. And I have a Dear John letter. I am excited about this Dear John letter, and I'm excited to hear what Heidi has to say. But it's about a guy who recently started dating, falling in love, a lady, I guess, that started dating a guy, falling in love. And there's a lot of positives, but there's like this negative that she just doesn't know if she can get past. And I don't think the negative is a negative. You can follow along, chime in if you'd like, at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. 2/3 of adults admit that they allow eating in bed. What foods are off limits, though? According to the survey, just over half agreed that if you eat any meal, it should be eaten under the duvet. It's breakfast, and things like yogurt, toast, and croissants are all on the allowed list of foods. So is ice cream, pizza, and fruit. Is this the weirdest thing you've ever heard? 52%.
So toast is okay. Now that surprises me because of all the crumbs.
You'd think so. 52% say they can't really enjoy eating in bed because they're too worried about making a mess. And probably for the same reason, here are the top 10 foods you are not supposed to eat in bed, according to this list. Soup? Who eats soup in bed? Pasta?
Well, if you're sick,
I suppose.
that's a time when breakfast in bed should be important. I would
Pasta
think.
and sauce, roast dinner, stir fry, curry, fish and chips, tacos, ramen, hot dogs.
Could you imagine tacos in bed? They're
sausages,
so messy.
And my favorite on the list, mashed potatoes. Who's eating mashed potatoes in bed?
I would.
All right.
If somebody gave me a
That's
plate
good.
of mashed
Okay,
potatoes,
I'm
I'd eat them
bringing
in
you
bed.
some tomorrow. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that while you're probably uttering phrases like, I'm sweating like a pig, at least once in your life you maybe have said that, I've said it, turns out that saying makes no sense because pigs don't really sweat.
No, they don't.
Pigs have very few sweat glands, so any sweat they do produce has little to no effect on their body temperature. To cool down during hot weather and to maintain a stable body temperature, pigs will like wallow in water or mud. And they'll also pant to cool themselves down, but they will not sweat. So next time you say, I'm sweating like a pig, you might want to say, nah, I'm sweating like a sweaty person. Sweating like a pig sounds a lot better, really. But yeah, I guess it doesn't make any sense. I used to work with pigs. Now that I think of it, I never saw one sweating.
My grandpa would say something different, but I don't think I'm allowed to say it
Probably
on the radio.
not. Your grandfather was an awesome guy, but he would not be allowed on the radio. All right. Don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is the most watched Marvel film premiere and Disney Plus worldwide based on streaming hours. They did really, really, really well, and they've been nominated for 5 Academy Awards. Pamela Anderson is cooking up her latest television project. She'll be hosting Pamela's Cooking with Love for the Food Network in Canada. She's got a renovation series, Pamela's Garden of Eden, and it's been renewed for a second season on HGTV Canada. So that's kind of cool.
Okay.
And Showtime is expanding their franchise with a Dexter prequel series. And multiple Billions spinoffs in the works, along the currently Dexter Origins series. The network is saying Billions Miami, Billions London. Millions and Trillions are also in the works. Dexter Origins has a young Dexter Morgan as he transitions into the notorious serial killer.
That's a show that we never watched, but I've heard
a lot of
such good things.
There's too many episodes. I look at them like, way too many to catch up on. Can't do it. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Did I just sing that? I didn't mean to.
Kind of.
Kind of did. I don't know why.
Sing-songy.
Must be in a good mood. The delicious-looking foam on top of a latte is inspiring a better way to treat cancer. So this is actually kind of an interesting thing. Potentially groundbreaking research from the University of Iowa is creating new materials that may figuratively spray cancer away. Now I'm going to explain that. The new material is called gas entrapping material, or GEMs. It comes in the form of a foam and a solid or a hydrogel. Okay. Researchers designed them to carry high concentrations of therapeutic gases directly into tissues, also into tumors.
Okay.
So foam gems, again, that stands for gas entrapping materials. They're made using a whipping siphon. So the same kind of thing that a barista would use to make foam on top of a hot chocolate or a coffee drink.
So how is it ingested?
It says the team reverse engineered this to accept various gases, including oxygen, which have been proven to make cancer cells more vulnerable to radiation and chemotherapy. So I don't know how they direct this to the area that it needs to be directed. If it's like sprayed in there, I have no idea. I don't know all the details on that.
Well, that's fascinating.
They clearly didn't give me enough information, but they gave me enough information to me to be fascinated. I think that whole thing is absolutely fascinating, especially when we read during this program, surveys and studies and such, people doing studies on the dumbest things.
I know. At least
there are
this
times
is helpful.
that I
Way
read
to
it
go,
and I go,
Iowa.
What is this? Yeah, so kudos to the University of Iowa. Did you go to school there?
I did. Not at University of Iowa, no. I went to school in Iowa.
A school for one semester. Okay. Or was it two?
It was one.
One semester. All right. Just checking.
I had way too much fun to get to stay there. They politely asked me to leave.
I'm not trying to make funny. I just think it's really funny. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And it's time right now for Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
I'm excited to see what Heidi has to say today with our Dear John letter. We'll read it and then I'll ask for your advice. How's that sound?
Okay.
Here we go. Dear John, I recently started dating a guy. I'm falling in love with him. He's funny, outgoing, adventurous, and smart. Plus, he really likes me, and I think he's falling in love with me, too. But he's a bit of a clean freak. He has a robot vacuum that is always bumping around his place, and he still constantly complains about his dirty floors. He also constantly picks up after me. I left a wine glass on his coffee table for about 10 minutes after finishing a glass of wine. He asked if I was going to put that away. I used a hand towel in the bathroom, and he told me that he would appreciate it if I made sure it was straightened after using it. He's so tidy. I feel like I'm dating my grandma. Do you think I should move on, or should I try to adjust to this? Thank you. Signed, I'm a mess. All right, first thing I want to say, I'm married to Tidy Heidi, and I can relate But before we even go to that, I'm going to ask Heidi, what do you think? What is your advice?
Gosh, embrace it and
Exactly.
love it. Imagine how much little cleaning you're going to have to do.
But here's the thing I would say. It is hard to get used to. We've been married 23 years now. When I very first married this beautiful woman over here, who I've lovingly nicknamed Tidy Heidi, it would drive me crazy because I would set something down and I would leave the room and then I'd come back. I'm like, where did that go? And she's like, I put it away. I'm like, I don't even know where away is for that. So she had to teach me where things actually belonged. She's like, see this coat that you just kind of threw over the chair? We have a coat closet. I'm like, is that what that is? It's like, yeah, we put this on a hanger and we hang it in the closet. Look at that.
And you still don't. I still have to hang up your stuff.
I'm a lot better than I used to be.
You're better than you used to be.
And then I used to always, when I'd come home, I'd take my keys out of my pocket and I'd just kind of throw them wherever. And then I would be like, have you seen my keys? Where did I put my keys? And now she's got this place where we put our keys. And when I remember to put them away, it's amazing because when I'm leaving, I look over and I go, hey, there's my keys.
There's my keys.
I'm going to need those
right
now.
where they belong.
And I found them right where Tidy Heidi put them or trained me to put them. So I'm going to tell you, and I don't think I was ever, because, she signed I'm a mess. And I think she's saying that kind of as a joke. By the way, I didn't have to come up with a fun little, because sometimes I make up the name. She signed it that way. So, but I think that's really funny. But I don't know that I was ever really a mess. If you look in my garage right now, you would disagree with that statement.
I definitely disagree with that statement.
I just love looking the look on your face. Times like this, I wish we had a camera in here. When I said I don't think I'm a mess, I thought she was going to have a stroke. Even after 23 years of training.
Yeah, it's
I'm still a bit of a mess.
A process. Hopefully the question is, can he handle you?
That's the thing. So again, for those of you just tuning in, get a letter for our Dear John letter from a lady who is, as she puts it, a bit of a mess, dating a guy who she says is a clean freak. I've never heard that. I've heard neat freak, but either way.
I mean, good.
And he's very tidy, and she's saying, do you think I should move on? Or should I try to adjust to this? Thanks, I'm a mess.
It's actually the other way around usually. Yeah. So
here's the thing.
Kind of refreshing, actually.
I would have an open conversation with this guy and just say, first
as if he doesn't know you're a mess.
No,
I mean, he knows. And if he's still sticking around, clearly he's thinking he can get you in line.
But I would let him know that, hey, it's going to maybe be a bit of a process. I've never really done that, so I hope that you can put up with me, but kind of put it that way where it's not you going, I don't know if I can get used to you being so tidy. What he's doing is the positive thing.
Absolutely.
It really is a good thing, because I'll tell you, 23 years.
I kind of want one of those vacuum cleaners that bumps into things.
You probably do. Yeah, you would love that. I would hate it. But after 23 years of being married to Tidy Heidi, I can tell you right now, we went through this last year. We sold a home and got a different home and a big transformation. So our house was in disarray for a long time. And it was hard for me. In the past, it wouldn't have been a big deal at all, because I'm like, yeah, who cares? But now I've kind of grown accustomed to having things kind of tidy.
Yeah.
So you will get used to it, and eventually...
And you will appreciate it.
Yeah, you will appreciate it. So if you would like to, you can chime in with advice for I'm a Mess. We've got it, the whole letter, everything in the, I was going to say in the show notes. It's there as well. But if you want to chime in, you can do that on our Facebook page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Clocking in at 1,560 words, Rap God by Eminem is the song with the most words. So it's a lot of words. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The world's longest concert lasted 453 hours. Can you even imagine?
What?
Yeah, 424 hours is a day. We're talking, I'm not going to do the math, but a long time.
I'm not going to do the
No. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
It takes 70 different pieces of wood to make up a violin, explaining why some of them can be expensive. One recently sold for $16 million. It's a lot. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
This is fascinating. All clownfish are born male, and they have the ability to stay male or change female later on. A clownfish. That's kind of crazy. And another fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
I don't even know what you were going to say, but I'm moving on. A group of porcupines is called a prickle of porcupines. Porcupine is also known as a quill pig in Latin. There you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. 45% of moms say no to letting a daughter under the age of 10 do this. What is it?
Pierce their ears.
No, I would think that same thing, though. Getting her nails done. So 45% of moms say no to letting their under 10-year-old daughter get their nails done.
45%.
Yeah, 45%.
Wow.
Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. A Venezuelan man has become the first person to be permanently tattooed by a monkey. Okay. Funky Matas, an artist and social media influencer, already holds the Guinness World Record for the most signature tattoos on his back, over 220 of those. He trained a small monkey to handle a tattoo gun and then let himself be tattooed by the monkey in what is considered the first of its kind experiment. Really? He wrote on social media that, quote, the intention was to create a logo of the NFTs project that I started with my partner. And while the tattoo itself wasn't the best in terms of quality. Really? The event was a fascinating look into the capability of these highly intelligent animals. End quote. So you're saying that the monkey didn't do a good tattoo?
Gosh, that is absolutely epic.
These weird news stories lately, they're the gift that keep on giving. You can find them, by the way, in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time now for the list, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Probably not going to get to all of these today because there's a lot of weird ones here, but it is the most surprising Grammy wins from over the years. So we had the Grammys earlier this month, and here are people who have won Grammys that you might not think of as Grammy Award winners. A couple of presidents, Barack Obama, two-time Grammy winner, Bill Clinton also, and Mikhail Gorbachev.
Grammy, isn't that for music?
And Sophia Loren. Yeah, they a lot of these are for recording like best spoken word album where they did like an audiobook.
I didn't even know there was a Grammy for spoken.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher landed a posthumous Grammy in 2018, best spoken word album. Baha Men. So remember the guys who let the dogs out? They won a Grammy. So a lot of people kind of make fun of that one. They're like, how did that win a Grammy? Kate Winslet with her 2000 victory in the best spoken word album for children. She won a Grammy. Betty White won a Grammy as well. She won for an audiobook version of her memoir, If You Ask Me. And of course you won't. That's what it was called. We'll share more of these Grammys coming up tomorrow. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is from Cy Robertson, famous from Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
Uncle Cy said, I live by my own rules, reviewed, revised, and approved by my wife, but still my own.
I didn't even know Cy was married. Have we ever seen his wife on that show?
Maybe she doesn't want to be on the show.
Yeah,
Heidi.
maybe.
I don't know. Anyway, it's quote of the day. Comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. What a cool story. Radiotravelgroup.com, by the way, is where you can go if you'd like to register for that giveaway that they're doing between now and the end of next month, the end of March. Mexico vacation. We've been to the place. It's a fun event.
Been to this event. It's a great
been to this event. All of the details can be found at radiotravelgroup.com. I've got a link to it on the John and Heidi Show page as well. But here's the story. Couple married 72 years renews vows on wedding vows on Valentine's Day. I don't know why I'm struggling to read this thing.
I don't know either. It's quite humorous.
Long Island couple married for 72 years shared their secret for long-lasting love as they renewed their vows on Valentine's Day. Morty, who's 93, and Alice, who's 91, held a renewal on Valentine's Day, and they said they met at a Valentine's party in their Bronx neighborhood in 1948. They tied the knot February 4th, 1951. They have one son and two daughters and 6 grandchildren and 9 great-grandchildren. So, Heidi, you might wonder, what is the key to a long, happy marriage?
What is the key to a long, happy marriage?
Alice said you need to make sure that your spouse is always your best friend. Morty said you need to make sure you are growing together and not growing apart during the various challenges that life brings. Alice then added that happy couples need to be strong with their individuality, but willing to blend together. So, I love that story.
I'd say we've got all that down.
I'd say we got we've been married over 23 years now.
Yeah.
And I could probably hang in there for ananother 23.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe
it's looking good.
Maybe another 23 after that. I don't know. Gonna keep renewing. You don't have to renew your vows. I found that out.
I know. You keep trying to talk me into that. I'm the one that tells you they don't expire.
We should do that. I see stories like this one, and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. We should renew our vows. And then Heidi takes a swig of her whiskey and says, leave me alone.
They don't expire.
Yeah, something like that. All right, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. You can find this story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.